Welcome to your November 2020 love reading. We're going to be doing my favorite spread, which is what is your person thinking and feeling about you? What are they going to do about it? And what will be the outcome of that? And vice versa. What are you thinking about your person of interest or significant other? What are you going to be doing about it? And what will be the outcome of all of your thoughts and actions as a whole? Now, I do want to note that we won't be doing extended readings this month, but I will be doing a bonus where I pull 3 cards from the Lover's Oracle, and it's only 99 cents. So I'll tell you how to find that at the very end. And also at the end, I'll be pulling a card for your finances out of the Law of Attraction Finance deck. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey there, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get into what your person is thinking and feeling about you at this time. What is Capricorn's person of interest or significant other thinking and feeling about Capricorn at this time? 9 of Pentacles. They're seeing you as single or as whole and complete in yourself. They see you as having it all by yourself. And that could be somewhat intimidating to them, but we'll see. We'll pull a clarifier for that. And or maybe you two just broke up and they see you as single. Or if they're admiring you, say you're not in a relationship, they see you as very content and solid and whole in yourself. Now, if you are single yourself and you've been waiting for someone to come in, know that the person coming in is ready, prepared. You know, they planted their seeds. They're luxuriating. Is that a word? They're, luxuriating in their garden, just really prepared for something new with not a lot of baggage from the past. And what is Capricorn's person of interest or significant other going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about Capricorn at this time? The High Priestess. They're just going to continue to follow their intuition. I feel like when the High Priestess shows up now in these positions of, the significant other, I feel like there could be some cross watchers here for Capricorn. So, just saying, they're coming here to see your reading. That's the action that they're taking. Not trying to call you out, cross watchers, but what is going to be the outcome? They're just following their intuition and connecting to their higher spiritual self here. Maybe trying to get into tune with you, channel you like a High Priestess would. And what is going to be the outcome of what Capricorn's person of interest or significant other is thinking and feeling about them and how they're behaving towards them at this time? The Two of Pentacles. So they're basically they're going to continue to juggle their life and everything, but they definitely have you in their sights. And if you're in a relationship, they could feel like they don't know how much you need them, or maybe they feel like 9 of Cups is a selfish card. So with 9 of Pentacles, they could, because Pentacles can be that sort of stagnant, stubborn energy, they could feel like you are kind of selfish, and so they have to kind of balance things out here, and that's what they're going to do, is just continue to find balance with you. And what is Capricorn thinking and feeling about their person of interest or significant other at this time? What is Capricorn thinking and feeling about their person of interest and or significant other at this time? I'm going to give it a good shuffle here. The World in reverse. So you may feel like things are not coming full circle. They're not turning out the way that you thought that they would. Maybe you thought you two would be further along by now and that it would just sort of happen naturally, and it hasn't happened that way. That's what I'm getting, but we'll pull a clarifier on that. And what is Capricorn going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about their person at this time? What is Capricorn going to be doing about how they're thinking and feeling about their person of interest or significant other at this time? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not really planting a lot of seeds, reaping the harvest. You're not giving a lot here, Capricorn. I do feel like you're in your own energy and you're a little disconnected from your person. Now, whether that's good or bad, if you've been in a relationship for a while, it may just be normal where you kind of do your own thing most of the time. But I do feel like you do have some frustrations about not being further along. Now, with you, Capricorn, as the corporate climber, that could be just in life in general that you feel that frustration. Like maybe you feel like your person holds you back a little bit from your own, progress in life. Or it could be you thought you two would be married by now or engaged and it hasn't happened yet. So, what is going to be the outcome of how this scenario playing out between Capricorn and their significant other person of interest? Now, I do want to say, if you're single, Capricorn, you could be worried that that person's not going to come in. Like, why haven't they been delivered yet? But you've kind of given up on putting any effort into finding them. which isn't necessarily bad, you know, because they always come when you least expect it, right? But what is the outcome going to be of this scenario between Capricorn and their significant other or person of interest? If it's someone you're just like into, they see you as whole and complete. They may be intimidated, and that's why they haven't asked you out yet here. The Queen of Cups in reverse. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't feel like they're going to be showing you a lot of love. I feel like they have that love for you. And again, if you're not dealing with one of those signs, somebody could have that dominantly in their chart, but they aren't showing you a lot of love, especially if it's their rising sign. It could be they're just very cold and closed off. You know they care about you, you know they're nurturing, but they're not really showing it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use this deck to pull some clarifiers. Now there are some graphic cards in this deck, so if that makes you uncomfortable, I encourage you to skip ahead and when we pull the Law of Attraction card, or you can go into the bonus reading. Now I'll say this for all of you that want to go to the bonus at the end as well, that if you're watching on IGTV, you can click the link in the bio, and if you're watching on YouTube, you click the link in the description, and it says extended and personal readings. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the catalog, you can find the bonus reading. It'll say November 2020 love bonus readings, and look for Capricorn, order it, and you'll get the link in your email, and you can join us from there. And if you would like a personal reading or anything like that, my Q&A sessions are really great right now, because I'm not available so much for the live chats and the live calls. But if you put a Q&A order in and then you message me, Madeline, through Psychics Gold, I will answer with a video response for you within 10 to 15 minutes. Now, if you want me to elaborate more on this reading and do like a personal extended reading for you and kind of say, well, this is how it resonated, this is how it didn't, can you tell me more about this? I can do that, or you can just give me your birth dates. I'll do an entirely fresh reading for you. So let me know. But anyways, Capricorn, let's get into this. Why is Capricorn's person of interest or significant other, you know, why do they feel like they're balancing? Like, what is this juggling act that Capricorn's person is doing here with the Two of Pentacles? Tell me about this balancing act that they're doing here. We have the King of Swords in reverse. So there's some sort of lack of communication here. It could just be miscommunications, but they feel like they're just sort of, they don't know. If you're single and they want to approach you, they don't know what to say to you. And so they're kind of going back and forth here. But if they're with you, they may feel like, you know, whenever they talk to you, they feel like they're interrupting your peaceful time. So they kind of feel like they're tiptoeing around you, is what I'm getting for some of you, like walking on eggshells to some extent. Tell me about the High Priestess here. The Five of Swords in reverse. So, you know, there's a little bit of tension. You know, they're avoiding tension by just kind of staying in their own little spiritual realm, focusing on themselves, focusing on their own energy. You know, they really are genuinely trying to make it work. There is some communication issues I'm sensing. So with the World in reverse here, what Capricorn's thinking and feeling, why is the World in reverse for Capricorn? The Knight of Swords. So you want to communicate, and your person's like holding off communication. That could be very much reversed for some of you, where you're holding off communication and they want to communicate. But I feel like you're having these communications, you're texting pretty regular for most of you. You know, some of you could be in separation, some of you are single and haven't met your person yet, but that could be why you're thinking and feeling this too. Like the communication hasn't come full circle. It hasn't led where you wanted it, or you haven't communicated with this person of interest. But yeah, again, some communication issues, but there is communication. And if there's not, at the very minimum, you want to have it. You want to text them. You want them to text you. You're really wanting that. So for those of you that are really wanting that and want to know when and how, get a personal Q&A session. I can sort that out pretty quickly for you, you know, if they're going to be reaching out to you, and etc. Anyways, and why isn't Capricorn putting in a lot of effort here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So there's sort of this emotional imbalance as well. they either overwhelm you emotionally, or you just don't feel like you have a lot to offer them emotionally right now. I feel you're just kind of holding off here, maybe because you are happy when you're by yourself and you feel like there needs to be a conversation before you're willing to put in any more effort. Maybe you're not quite getting your way here, Capricorn. And you know, if you're married or something, this could be a more temporary issue. If you're dating and you're wanting something more serious, then it could be a more, you know, significant issue where it kind of makes or breaks the relationship. But yeah, if you're married, then it might be a more temporary sort of issue, where you're kind of holding back to get them to come forward. Now, why is the Queen of Cups here in reverse? Why is this nurturing, loving, motherly energy here in reverse? You guys have a lot of reversals, Cap. Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is normally the card where it's kind of like holding back. Here they're kind of meeting in secret and quiet, but well, yeah, the Four of Pentacles is more holding back. The Five of Pentacles is like going it alone, being out in the cold. Now they are out in the cold together, you know, they're meeting and rendezvousing. There could possibly be an affair here. I don't usually associate the Five of Pentacles with that, but in this deck I'm getting that vibe a little bit. It's almost like your person might be wanting to sneak off to be with someone else. Now for those of you who are serious and committed, don't be alarmed, because that's just a possibility for a small few of you. Now for the rest of you, it could be that they feel, you know, because this card usually means out in the cold, they feel like there's a lack of love here, that they're out in the cold from your love, and they're thinking of your love and they're wanting it, and so they're really feeling the lack of it. And for those of you that are single, it's like they feel, you know, so lonely, and they're dreaming and wishing for this to meet you. Give me one more clarifier for this Queen of Cups in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. So it's like you're very much in solitude here, and they see you that way, but there isn't enough solitude between the two of you. Nine of Cups, yeah, like all wishes granted, kind of a selfish card. So there's a lot of selfishness going on here, Capricorn. A lot of stubbornness, a lot of selfishness. There's some conversations that need to be had. Yeah, it's a tough one, you know. I'm not seeing a lot of connection for you. So if you are in a relationship, it just may be a phase where you two are being more independent and you're not pouring as much into the relationship. So again, like I said, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily at stake if it's a very solid relationship. It's just you two are in this phase right now. But if you are in something where you're dating, you want to be more serious, I'd be a little cautious, because this may not work out the way that you think that it's supposed to. And that may be, you know, I'm just giving you a heads up for some of you, that may be fate. It may just be that it's not meant to be, that you're not the right match for each other, as much as you may want that to be. As much as you think that if you hold back, you can push this person, you know, eventually that external circumstances are going to break, and they're not going to be able to balance this anymore, especially if you're not willing to give much. And if you're single, it's just not the right time, I'm feeling like. But you definitely are hoping and wishing for each other, and it's manifesting, but there is some conflicting energy. So make sure you have hope and faith that your person is coming, and stay clear about what you want, you know, and don't have conflicting thoughts and worries and things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card now from the Law of Attraction deck for you, Capricorn, to leave you off with. This one seems good right here. The better it gets, the better it gets. When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner to more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. But as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself or in others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. So, you know, if you're worried about whether, you know, this is going to turn into what you want it to, don't try to make something the way you want it to be, which I know you guys usually are very good at, you know, you're good planners, you're good at making things happen. So when it comes to interpersonal relationships and romantic ones, unfortunately, that doesn't always work. You know, force doesn't always work. I had that talk with a few of the other signs as well. So what you want to do here is, I would say, if you're having issues with your partner, you're not sure if they're the one, the best thing you can do is like write lists of positive aspects about them, or possibly, you know, here you are, Capricorn, write in your little book of positive aspects about your person that things aren't working out with, about your past people, you know, about anyone, or even in general, just I'm so happy and grateful for my home. I'm so happy and grateful for my passport. I don't know, stuff like that. And you can really get in that vibration where if this person isn't right for you, you don't have to sort this all out. They're going to vibrate right out of your experience. And as long as you don't go, oh my God, and try to grab onto them, you're going to vibrate in that right match for you right away. Now, if you're in a relationship, you're going to vibrate your person acting more the way that you would like. But the only way to do that is not focus on how they're not acting or on what they're not doing or the conversations you two seem to not be able to have. And for some of you Capricorns, I do feel like you may be the one holding up the conversation, even though you seem to be wanting to have it. So, not having to sort out whose fault is it, who did what, how can, who needs to do what, and just focusing on all the positive aspects and good things is going to make everything shift towards more of what you want. So I hope this helped, Capricorn. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see the rest of you in the bonus. Lots of love, blessings, and light.